Sorry, my it said I only had 30 seconds left. My favourite chord is this. Or I like F sharp minor. I use F sharp minor in Fire Away. And now you play kind of a like an F sharp note there as well. Any other questions? Do you know a song will be a single when you write it? Yes and no. Like, there was no doubt about when I was doing Nice to Meet You, I was like, this is definitely. Also Black and White, yeah, you're like, you basically, you're constantly comparing it to what you've already written. So you're like, this is better than the last 6 songs I've written. So then you start making separate lists of definites, you know? How different was the writing process from Flicker to Heartbreak Weather? Quite different, yeah. This, on the first album, I spent a lot of time alone. As you can kind of tell, probably from the way the kind of acoustic nature of it. And wrote a lot alone, just in the house or whatever. This album was a bit more studio based. Spent a lot of time, you know, with Julian and stuff, and we obviously did a couple of trips where we wrote loads of songs. We wrote like 20 songs in the Bahamas. So that kind of thing, yeah, and just having ideas flying around. And I think I did a lot more like starting ideas and just stopping, like writing a verse and a chorus and then just leaving it and coming back to it later and with fresh ears and might change things up. And obviously the production aspect of it was bigger. It's a bigger produced album and there's more to it, so yeah, it was different. This album, the first album, was just very like me just sitting here like this. How do I decide what order to put the songs in? I kind of, this time it was easy because I knew that Heartbreak Weather was the title and I wanted to tell the story throughout the track listing, so that was a lot easier. Generally it's usually like I like to put on kind of like what I'll do in my shows, you know. It's a similar thing, you know. You want to put on a roller coaster type, you know, as the track list and come out with a bang, you know, let people know what they're getting in for, and then you can start to chill out for a couple of songs and then back up for a couple more up tempos and then back down a little bit, and also like I like to the end of a song, you know, like listening right up to the very end and then was thinking, does that song go into that song pretty well, or things like that. Yeah, it's quite hard actually. It took me a long time on the first album to do it. What is this shite? Dear Patience kind of came around from like having chats with, you know, when you're chatting to yourself and like you get with someone and then you're basically telling yourself to take it easy, you know, don't rush into it too quick. You know, you get that like honeymoon period where you get very excited, and that excitement can sometimes lead to fucking it up. So it's literally me writing a letter to Patience, to Patience in my head. Dear Patience, can we go for a pint and talk about this relationship? Just. Do I have a favourite place to be when I'm writing songs? I wrote a good few over there on this album. I wrote Arms of a Stranger over there. I was literally in the kitchen, and we were I think we were all having a cup of tea or something, standing around with me, Willie and Tara and someone else, and I just had this melody come into my head for some random reason. And I just went in here and started playing. I never thought that I'd find it in a button didn't know. I never thought that we'd find out that we were lovers in the dark. That was the first thing I said, you know. I didn't mumble anything that time. Sometimes a whole line will come out and you don't even know. You just have to let yourself do it. Like, I learned a lot from, like, I listened to other songwriters, like people like Julia Michaels, or Taylor's really good at it, Ed's good at it. Clearly, like Bruce Springsteen, Bruno too, actually. But like, just letting yourself, like, I remember years ago, I'd be writing songs and something had come to my head, but it might sound a bit stupid, and you wouldn't say it. So it's kind of like a dare to suck element where you're kind of like, you have to tell yourself, just say it, or, you know, if it's shit, we'll have a laugh about it and we'll move on. But you kind of have to just open your mouth, first thing that comes to your head, do it. Like, if you look at Julia Michaels' songs, it's all very conversational. I speak about this before, you know, like when she wrote that song for Selena, I was walking down the street the other day, trying to tempt myself, and it's very like, whatever's in Julia's head, she just says. And that's why she gets so emotionally involved in her music, which is amazing. Like when we did What a Time, a performance on James Corden, she just cried every time, and I love that about her because it means so much to her, and the lyrics are so raw. So I try and do that too, you know. I try and, especially songs like Flicker, like, you know, what I was actually thinking came out, you know, when you feel your love's been taken, and you know there's something missing in the dark, we're barely hanging on. Yeah. I'm just thinking about Julia. Julia's stuff is, I could tell in seconds when Julia's written a song. You know, when she did I don't know what it's like to be you, I don't know what it's like, but I'm dying to. Or, you know, you can tell that she was obviously heavily involved with JP, and if the world was ending, you come over, right? Like, it's all very conversational, and yeah, very Julia, which is great. Great girl, I absolutely love Julia. Yeah. Connor MacDonald says, "Hi Niall, will you come to Brazil?" I actually just wrote a song about that. Come to Brazil, come to Brazil. I can't wait to get on a plane and fly straight to Brazil. I believe we co-wrote it. Yes, you did, yeah. By the way, I'll send you your PRS check in the post. 50%, even though I wrote the whole thing. You just came up with the title. And I ripped that page out of the book and binned it. So I actually get 100%. Write a song about quarantine. When this is all when this is all over. Yeah, we should all work on a quarantine song. Everyone should pitch their own verses in, right? And then if everyone writes like little poems, I'll do the melody to it. And we'll call the song When This Is All Over. When this is all over, I hope it's tomorrow. It probably won't be, I'm sure. When this is all over, I hope it's tomorrow. It probably won't be, I'm sure. 3 months from now, we'll be singing and humming. Everyone write to that. That'll be fucking brilliant. When this is all over, when this is all over, I hope it's tomorrow. When this is all over, I hope it's tomorrow. It probably won't be, I'm sure. And probably won't be, I'm sure. I'm here in the kitchen with loads of dirty dishes from takeaway food that I bought. And this, I sit in the kitchen with dirt on the dishes and from takeaway food that I got. And a bop bop be dee doo boy. Really good like that. That'd be good. I'm here. I'm here with my cousin and even though that we're 6 feet apart. 'Cause I know, kind of like a let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Kind of like that vibe. And then Dead good at writing and singing songs. Cheers, Con. I think. When this is all over, I hope it's tomorrow, but it probably won't be, I'm sure. I'm sat in the kitchen with loads of dirty dishes from takeaway food that I bought. 'Cause I don't like it and I love it. Could do. Actually does sound like Riptide. Maybe I should change that. It is, yeah. I was scared of the distant dark. Those actually the same chords. If this is all over, it won't be tonight. The melody's not though, thank God. Right, everyone has to have a go at this song, right? No joke. Think about it. Sit down and have a think based on what I just said. Now write me a pre-chorus of a few lines, like maybe like a chorus. This is all over. How do I write songs so well and quick? I'm telling you, it doesn't happen like that all the time. But yeah, I mean, I do it enough. Like, if you practice something enough, you'll get good at it. Like, you know, it's the same with anything. If you do a billion spreadsheets a day, you're going to be good at it. If you try and sit down and practice guitar, you get good at it. If you practice singing, you get good at it. If you practice the right things, you know. Your fate, your air Air Hugs. That's the name of the song. When this is all over, when this is all over, I hope it's tomorrow. It probably won't be, I'm sure. And I'm sat in the kitchen with all dirty, with so. Yeah. I want everyone to have a go at that. If this is sat in the kitchen with those dirty dishes from takeaway food that I bought. All I wanna do, wanna go to the. There you go. Look, you're getting good at this. I see Cassie there. When this is all over, I'll be coming over to make up for time that we lost. Brilliant. Anyway, that's the challenge now. Send me lyrics. And then we'll talk about writing it. And then that could be our quarantine song that we all wrote together. But I don't know how I'm going to split the writing credits. There's 23,000. I'll just divide everything I made up by 23,000. By the way, we can all do this. It's like writing poems. It's like being in. I don't know. Just do rhymey stuff. This is all over. The drink in the bottle. The can of the water on the chair. The dirt of my house and the blah blah blah. You know, like shit. Like really, like. Just talk about how shit your house is now, or something, or I don't know, just random stuff. Have a think. Seriously, you can all do it. I'm telling you, if you have that mentality of fuck it, like if it's shit, it's shit. Move on to the next one. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Cha-cha after.